Hey, Compass Healing family, this is Emmanuel here. Your certified body code practitioner, also certified group energy facilitator. They say quantum energy facilitator too. They kind of change that. But I want to add a new title, but I'm not really big on titles. I'm more of like how I can serve my Compass Healing clients, my fellow community. That's what matters to me. And just recently, I got certified under Bryn Blankenship in regards to regression hypnotherapy. Now, of course, my whole probably 700 videos, I've mainly talked about the benefits of the body code and the emotion code. Haven't gone too much into group healing yet because I feel like it's someone else's certification. So I don't want to obviously go into her information that she probably already shares. But with Bryn's work that I've seen, I'm just so amazed at the possibility of our subconscious and how we can go back and have our guides assist us and help us out. And I'm very, to be honest, I my whole life I've probably always thought that there's a some form of like guardian angel next to us. I've always felt that, even though my church didn't teach it, really. But now it's more confirmed as I go back and someone regresses me or I regress someone else. It's very, very obvious that all of us, you who are watching, have guides, have people that are helping us out. And some of them could be family members, some of them are other people from other planets. I mean, you literally can have beings that are enlightened that are watching you and helping you out, and you're not even aware of it. So it's kind of exciting to finally meet them. Like when you go and your subconscious sees them all the time. It's our eyes that we can only see 1/100th of our reality. And that's just the reality of it. Like if you look at science right now, science in general, it's only using the five senses to figure out what is scientific proof. But there's more than five senses out there, and there's more than there's more things to see than our eyes can actually perceive. So that tells you that reality isn't what we all see. There's way more to reality. And obviously you know that because we work with trapped emotions, we work with energy medicine. We don't see the cord, connecting with someone else. We don't see energies leaving our body, but they're happening, and it's happening, and people are seeing huge shifts and huge changes. So I've always told myself that I want to know how deep a soul is. Because there's some clients that they would prefer maybe to have the walkthrough to your past to kind of witness things like, oh, I don't remember this in my childhood. Oh, I guess this person was here. I guess this other person was there. I was working with a client doing a regression the other day, and she says, like, where was my mom in all this? She's like, it just dawned on me that my father was doing this to me all the time, but where was my mom? I've never had that thought. Do I have a mother wound because the mom wasn't there? See, she wouldn't have gotten that perception unless she regressed back into that time, and her subconscious was almost like a film, like you're watching a film of like, oh, what's this here? There's the cabinet. There's my house. It's weird. It's I really consider it almost like time travel. Regression hypnotherapy is like time traveling back and then moving forward. Now, body code's great because we don't have to go back in time mentally. We just talk about it, tangibly remove it, and we move on. And in fact, less conversation, even better. Here you are conversing. I am conversing with you for 90 minutes, and I'm getting responses from you as you go into the past and you start seeing things you haven't seen before. And it can be very healing, but you don't go there by yourself. Sometimes a guide shows up. This is the part where I don't have any control of. And that's why I found the book Limitless Soul by Bryn Blankenship. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. I read it in one air flight back home from Florida to Utah, and I just found it so fascinating. I couldn't put the book down. I was so tired though from the event that I went to, Faith Over Fear, and but I kept waking up and just trying to read more, and I wake up and read more, and I finished it, and I just was buzzing. My whole body was buzzing because I understood that there's layers of emotions, but there's also layers in our subconscious. And if we don't go there, we may not get the full healing. A regression hypnotherapy session could open up all energy healings that you've done before, because you finally witnessed something. You finally said sorry to somebody energetically. You finally let the guide do a healing balm over you on the other side. And you can't do that sometimes in the body code session. You just can't. So, and some of you guys may have clients that they they have phobias or certain things that you just can't get rid of, and they don't know why they're there. If they were to do a regression, you don't know how far they go back beyond this life. It may go to something else, whatever, spirit life, and things like that. So it can get very fascinating. So I want to share with you guys real quick the different services that Compass Healing is now providing. And this is me live. So it's kind of funny. I was just talking to a client earlier, and it's like I left the Zoom world, because I used to meet with clients via Zoom, because my practitioner told me I should be on the phone more, because I can work from wherever, and my inner child wants to like work in nature, work out in the outside. It feels kind of confined in an office like I'm in right now. But then it's interesting how I'm going back to Zoom. But what's beautiful is that there's people like Dolores Cannon, QHHT practitioners, who you have to meet with in person. They have to come to my office to do this. But you can actually do this virtually on Zoom. As long as I can see you and I can see that you're participating back to forth, we can do a 90-minute Zoom that can be very powerful. So here are the different services. So you might ask, what is regression hypnotherapy? Long story short, it's hypnotizing you, getting you to a theta state, but you're doing you're the one that hypnotizes yourself. There's a lot of, whenever you think of hypnotherapy, people think of like a hypnotist. And that's kind of given hypnotherapy a bad name, because you go to a show and they're kind of, I don't know, exploiting hypnotherapy in a way by saying, hey, go act like a chicken, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, you can do that as a hypnotist, but that's not hypnotherapy at all. And it's weird how hypnotists do it too. I don't know what method they're using, where it's like, I don't remember what I was just doing. So I don't do any of that. That's not something that I'm interested in. I'm more interested in getting you to a theta state, which is like almost like the state when you're watching television, or the state when you're waking up in the morning. So it's a pretty deep programmable area, and you kind of follow my words, and it's technically you're hypnotizing yourself. You're just following my guided words, and you're just lying on your bed or lying on a couch. You're very relaxed. You have a blanket on, and at any point you can just open your eyes and move around. You're not like in a deep state where I have to say, you can't open your eyes. You can't do that. It's like at any time you can open up your eyes, move around, go to the bathroom. You can distract yourself. You can move your arm. You have complete control of your body, but you're still in that theta state. Okay, and her method is very powerful. Bryn's method is very powerful. So I've learned from her. I got certified officially as of 2 days ago, so I'm excited about that. And here are the different types of services, but I do want to clarify how it works. There's womb regression. So if you want to have a pen with you, just write this down. There's womb regression, which this is very powerful. I was taught if you clear your heart wall, then that's when you'll know your mission, right? But how many of you have cleared your heart wall and you're still curious, like, what is my mission? Like, I have no idea what it is. Where you'll find it very, very clearly, like very clearly, is when you go back to your womb. According to her, that's the loudest that your mission is in. And so I can take you back into the womb, and there's a lot of things you can learn about. Number one, why did you choose your family? Why did you choose this time in earth to come? What's your mission in life? How many were you in your physical body the whole time, or did you bounce outside of your physical body? How did you feel inside your mother's womb? Do you feel her love? Do you feel the father's love? Do you know if they were expecting you? Like all these different things, your little baby self acknowledges it. It's almost like you're traveling back in time. And so if you're someone who's like, I'd love to know what my mission is in this life. I'd love to know why I chose my mom, why I chose my dad. Your identity will be fully revealed in the womb. So that's called the womb regression. Okay, so that's one service we provide. Number two is a clinical regression, just anything that you want to heal about your past. Like, oh, I'm very codependent. I think it came from my mom. So I will take you back to the most important moments with your mom subconsciously, and we'll go there. Maybe your guide will meet you there. I have no idea if that'll happen. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes I've seen guides show up in the womb. Like you're like, I still don't know what my mission is in here. All of a sudden a guide shows up while you're in the womb and tells that person, hey, this is what you're supposed to be doing here. But anyway, you go back there and then you're able to go into a healing room. There's about 5 to 10 different healing methods that I use while you're back there. I kind of intuitively know which ones you need. So you come out of there fully refreshed. Plus, something that's very, very powerful is we know post-hypnotic suggestions as a negative thing. But post-hypnotic suggestions is neither negative nor positive. It can be positive if it's a positive statement. So something that you can't do in the body code, but you can do in hypnotherapy is I can add post-hypnotic suggestions to you. So that way, whenever you're walking around, these suggestions get louder and louder and louder, and they're helping you and they're positive. It's almost like having affirmations on steroids for you. So that's another thing that's possible with clinical regression. Then you have weight release. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you want to lose weight, you'll be surprised your subconscious could be betraying you, and we go back there and find out what's going on. Also, finding lost objects. I know it's kind of a funny one, but maybe you've lost something and you're like, means so much to my grandma or so much to my aunt, and we wish we could find it. We have no idea where it is. We have a speculation. Trust me, we can take you back to where the last time you saw it and different things like that. Your subconscious may tap into it. Smoking cessation and addictions. Amazing. Hypnotherapy, if you haven't read the reviews about it, but hypnotherapy is like the fastest way to get rid of any form of addiction. Or like smoking cessation or things like that. And also, too, if you're someone who has a belief that you're like, maybe I lived another life, I had another spirit life before this, or any form of that type of like, I feel like I'm paying for the karma. Like if you believe in karma, like I'm here because of a soul contract, or I'm here because I did something in this other situation that I was in. And this is why I'm here now. And maybe I've come to earth many times. Some people have that belief, and if you do have that belief, then I support you with that. I support you that has that belief, and I can bring you back there into wherever we need to go to heal why this pattern keeps happening. So you might want to think about what are some common themes you keep noticing. Oh, I make money, but then I lose it. I have relationships, but I keep sabotaging it. It might be something from before you were even born. So that can also be tapped into as well. So this is kind of like I call it like a premortal sessions. If you want one of those, these are also 90-minute sessions as well. So all these are now available. Excuse me. So the thing is, though, we haven't put it on the calendar because my schedule is just really packed, and I wanted to find a way to how I can start already serving you who are interested in these 90-minute Zoom sessions. So just what you can do is keep it very simple. Just email Amy at schedulemyhealing@gmail.com. So schedulemyhealing@gmail.com, and email her, say, I'm interested in a regression hypnotherapy session with Emmanuel. And she will find a time where we can set it up. We'll send you an invoice for it, which I made it very affordable. It's almost like what you would pay for if it's an hour and a half, like 3 sessions. I made it that affordable for you guys. And then basically we'll set it up and we'll meet together over Zoom. And then you let me know where you feel stuck or which exact hypnotherapy session you would like. Okay, and Amy will probably ask you that, like, hey, out of which one do you want? Do you want womb regression, clinical regression, weight release, find lost objects, smoking cessation addictions, premortal stuff, like before you were born stuff? Which one were you kind of like interested in kind of diving into? And then we will get you situated. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in and listening. I'm excited because, again, I believe that if you're an energy healer, like a true energy healer, a true truth seeker. You would find any way to help your clients out. And I want to dive deeper into the subconscious of my clients. You guys matter to me. So if you want to also comment below, like if you want to write something below, like says, I'm interested in a session, or you want to write regression hypnotherapy, just comment that below. Then I'll send you my email. You can send me an email there too. Then I'll get that to my assistant, whichever way. So either email her or comment below regression hypnotherapy, and I will I'll comment below and tell you what to email. That's perfectly fine too. And thank you so much. And also subscribe here, because I'm going to start making some videos about how regression is helping out others, and little tips that you could do just for yourself. I also plan on doing sort of group regressions too. Also some meditations with positive post-hypnotic suggestions. So make sure to subscribe down there. Put the little bell with the ringing bell down there, because I'm about to provide a lot of value in this new space. But if you're interested in body code stuff, watch the 700 videos before this. If you're interested in regression stuff, watch the videos that are coming. And I might do a mix of both, like regression, body code, because it's kind of like my new arena I'm diving into. And I just want to keep adding value to you, so you guys can help other people as well. So with that, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll be in touch.